In this video, I'm going to teach you how to save uncatchable slides like we've got on screen right now. Max Verstappen around Brazil catching that amazing slide. It's a very simple process. I'm going to run you through it now. It works in GT Sport, iRacing, ACC, the Codemasters F1 games, any racing sim. This technique can work for you. In GT Sport, we've got an example on the screen right now. We're going to run a little bit too wide at the first part of spoon, get an uncontrollable amount of slide, and then we're going to bring it back in line with this technique we're about to show you. This happens quite a lot in F1. You see Kamui Kobayashi getting it completely wrong. In this particular example, Kobayashi is saved by getting his front wheels onto the grass, reducing the amount of grip the front wheels have, which brings the car back in line. As you can see there, the reduction in the grip on the front wheels brings the car back in line. Let's talk about this in some simplified principles. We've got the Race Asylum Porsche on screen right now. In a rear-wheel drive car, it has to be a rear-wheel drive car, you apply the throttle and that rotates the rear wheels. The braking force, if for example, let's call it set to 50-50, the brakes stop the rotation of the tyres. They provide a resistive force to stop the wheels rotating. Now, when you apply throttle and brake on the rear wheels, these actions cancel each other out, which leaves you only with a braking force on the front wheels. This helps you to basically almost essentially pull a handbrake on the front wheels. This will overload the front tyres, it will make them slide, and it will start to straighten the car out. The thought process of overlaying throttle and brake is to overcome the rear wheels braking force, which can let you dynamically adjust the brake bias. We're going to see an example now. Turn 1 Suzuka. This isn't a slide recovery. This is more just using a little bit of brake, as you can see just there, a little bit of brake and throttle combined, which is going to just push the brake balance slightly further forward and stop the car from over rotating. So what we're going to do now, we're going to break down the process into catching the slides, and it's all about throttle and brake control and not about steering. So on screen we've got a car, the direction of travel is straight up. As you kind of catch a big slide, hit a curb, if you get like 90 degrees sideways, you want to be applying brake and throttle at the same time. The rear wheels cancel out, so you have almost no input on the rear wheels. All the brake balance is towards the front. This overloads the front tyres and forces them to slide, and it will gradually bring your car back into a line to get back with the direction of travel, and then you can continue on. We're going on board now with my incident. Too wide, outside of spoon, catch the AstroTurf, slide, and then we recover back to straight ahead. Let's play that back one more time. Go into the corner, making them make too wide. Here is the point that I know I've lost it. It's going to be a slider. I'll try and catch it with some steering. As we start to make the slide, look at the throttle and brake input. Full throttle, full brake. It's going to overload the front tyres and bring the car back in line again. And then we can continue onwards. You're going to lose time, but you're going to lose a lot less time than a full spin. And we're going to ride on board now and look at the steering inputs. So again, we get that big kick of oversteer. We try and catch it with the steering. At this point, I know that the steering is not enough. No matter how much opposite lock I've got on, the car is not recovering. So then we're going to stamp on throttle and brake together, bring the steering straight aligned again, and let the brake and throttle bring the car back in line. And there we go, we're facing the direction of travel. This could completely revolutionise your races, your crashes. You'll be having half spins instead of full spins and losing 10 seconds. It works in every single game, in iRacing, ACC, all of the kind of simulators that do brake bias and throttle control. It works. Give it a try. Let me know how you go. If you have enjoyed this video, let me know in the comments below. Consider subscribing, drop a like, and we'll see you in the next one.